Hi YouTube world, it's Adrienne in New York, in blizzardy New York. Should I insert a clip here? Sure, why not? This is the view from my bedroom, uptown Manhattan, New York City blizzard, 2020, very exciting. I am still totally a Floridian at heart because I actually get really happy when it starts snowing because I missed out on seasons growing up and I'm still trying to recover from that. And so I took a nice brisk walk in the blizzard and it was great. And I just love how it muffles the sound of New York City. It's just, it's a little piece of heaven to me. So I'm sorry if you live in a very, very snowy place and you don't feel that way about snow, but it's still rare enough here that I get excited. So I feel a little rejuvenated. I also feel rejuvenated because it's day 16 of my 30-day Lippie challenge. If you're here for that, stay tuned because I am going to be talking about that. But I am also going to be talking about some of the makeup I used today because I am impressed. I am shocked at how impressed I am with some of the products I use, and I have to share them. I just have to. So I'll go through them quickly. On some of these products, it is a bit of a first impression. On others, I've just realized I hadn't been using them as frequently and wondering why. I can tell you on my face, I'm not wearing foundation. I'm not even wearing BB cream. What? Nothing. So why do I look this filtered? PIXI? What is this? This is called the C+ Vit, I guess for vitamin. It is the brightening perfector. This is the weirdest product. I bought this a while ago, used it once. I don't even remember what I thought of it. I set it aside, and when I decluttered recently my foundations, primers, all that good stuff, I said, well, if it has vitamin C, maybe I should be using it. And maybe it's supposed to be a primer, a brightening primer. So I was just like, okay, let me give this a new shot. If you haven't seen this product, comes in this, you know, I like PIXI's packaging, and it just comes out really white, really white. And as you mix it, it has these little color pigments that burst, and it gives you just this really nice, not too dewy finish. And it applies like a thick balm. So there is thickness to this. It's not gonna absorb completely into your skin, and it's still there after all of these hours. I'm really impressed, and it just gives you the nicest look. Now I will say there's absolutely no way this is a color adjusting to anyone lighter, darker than I am, which sucks. So I will say that I wish I didn't have such a positive response to it, because I don't know how you would create this product, but there has to be a way to have darker pigmentation. I think it's good enough that PIXI should try. I know there's still a smaller brand and more focused on skincare, but there's a way to have like at least 3 shades of this, because I do think this could cover quite a range. If this were kind of like the fair to light bottle, then I think like 2 others would probably run the gamut, because I do think it's sheer enough that there's some color adjusting that can get done, but it's a beautiful product. So it leaves your skin like really, it's not dewy. I would just say it leaves it very sort of velvety, and I mean, it gives good coverage. It blurs everything really nicely. Yeah, it doesn't cover like any kind of like big pigment, but if you're like me and you're working from home all day and you really don't see the point of like putting on a full face of foundation, or even like using up your BB creams and everything if you're not going to be going out into the sun, This is something that kind of just makes you a little more, gives you a little more pep, more confident, and will allow for other makeup to sit on it nicely. So if you did want to just play around with makeup like I've been doing every day, I think this is great. I can't believe this. I'm going to try to put foundation over this, but I kind of don't even want to, because I love how my skin looks today. It's been a while since I've been happy with like my complexion and how it's looking. And I will say the only thing I did was I took a little bit of concealer to cover this stress bad boy that I have on my lip. Just a zit that wants to carry on as like an odyssey on my face. I don't understand, but whatever. So it didn't like really do much there, but it did prime the skin nicely in that area, so that concealer sat pretty well on it. So very, very impressed. So happy to have this in my life. I'm going to be using this a lot more, and I hope my opinion of it doesn't change. And I really, underneath that, I had only put on my my vitamin C serum that I'm trying to get through. I don't love this one. I just don't think it's as effective as others. This is from that brand Teami, Teami, where everything is like tea infused. I love the brand Ethos, and they have some really nice products. Specifically, their face oil is extraordinary. Their chamomile repair oil. But this one, not so much. But I am going to use it. I'm going to use it and see if after like 30 days straight of really using it, do I still see it holding hyperpigmentation at bay? Because that's really how I know a vitamin C is working. That's how I know the Drunk Elephant vitamin C works. It's because that holds my melasma that I have here at bay. If I don't use that one, if I use a weaker vitamin C, in a few weeks it just starts to pop up again. And I'm not going out in the sun long enough for it to like kind of be the sun exposure doing it. So I also, on my eyes, I tried a new palette, a palette I got by accident. Don't ask. It is the Juvia's Place, the Sweet Pinks. I would have never picked this up. Never in a million years would I have picked this up. I am so happy I have it in my life. This is crazy. This is crazy, crazy good. I just have this color in my eye, this like matte coral, and then this muted color. But I've swatched these and they're gorgeous. Really, really gorgeous. And I love how small packaging is. It's just so beautiful. I love it. 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 I'm going to have more of these Juvia Place little minis in my life, because I love mini palettes. If I let myself have anything, it's mini palettes, because I can still fit them in the one drawer that is dedicated to eyeshadows and will never surpass that size, as God is my witness. The next thing I am wearing, although it's a beautiful product, so this is the e.l.f. Putty Blush in the shade, and the shades are so hard to read here, Bora Bora. I actually have two of these. I have Bora Bora, which is more pinkish, and then I have Turks and Caicos, which is, this is a little more pinkish, and I have Turks and Caicos that is a little more coral, on the coral side. And I used my e.l.f. stippling, beautiful new precision stippling brush. I love this brush. It works really well with the Fenty blushes. Now I just want you to make an observation. I put on my makeup about 6 hours ago. Do you see this blush anywhere? Bueller? Bueller? Bueller. This blush is nowhere to be found on my face. This is a big no-no in my book. I'm going to reapply it right now, but I even powdered half my face just to test out a different powder. So the fact that this is gone, I think this is an automatic no for me. I have too many cream blushes that I love. I've never encountered longevity issues. I mean, could it be that the CC, this cream is, I don't know, but maybe I'm gonna try this. I just don't like, you know what? No, I'm just going to say no to these because truthfully, I don't like to keep makeup that then I have to remember the equation that it takes for the makeup to perform nicely. My memory, I'm getting old. My memory is not that great anymore. I can't remember that I got to wear this primer with that foundation, with this blush, with this in order to get a halfway decent look. It's just, I need a clearer path. And so I think I'm gonna pass these along. This one and the other one that I have. My sister really loves cream blushes. Maybe they last on her. I don't know. I don't know what's happening. I will say that the bronzer I used is one that I knew I loved, and I still love. It's a beautiful bronzer from Flower. It's the Heat Wave bronzer in Sunrise L1. It's this one here. It just has a very unusual tone to it, like no other bronzer I have, truthfully. This one allowed for me to declutter my Marc Jacobs, the Big Tantastic bronzer. I wasn't using it, and so it's really because of this one. And truthfully, I just like the size of this one better. It does the same thing. I like the price point. I like Flower, the brand. I think they make some really beautiful products. So yeah, I love this bronzer. That's on my face. Another thing that's on my face, which is actually new, is the e.l.f. Halo Glow Setting Powder. And I think I have the color Light, this one here. And everyone's been raving about this, and I am not a powder person. If you've seen any of my other videos, you know this. I'm not a powder person. I don't like to powder my face. I don't like it. But I wanted to give this a shot, and I have to say, I'm a bit shocked at how good this is. I just powdered this half of my face, and when I did, I could see the blurring. It didn't feel heavy. It did not make my skin look like super dry or anything. It didn't over mattify my skin. This might be really special. Like I said, I don't have a lot of powders. In fact, I have only 2 loose powders. I have the Hourglass and this one now. And then some other kind of, I have also the Bare Minerals one. I want to do some comparison, but at least this, I'll tell you, this product over a product like this, match made in heaven. Gonna try more. I'm really excited about you, e.l.f. e.l.f. Halo Glow Setting Powder. I'm just really nice. And I just lightly powdered, and yeah, it just diffused everything. My pores, my skin feels so nice and velvety, but not dry. And it's already 6 hours later, and yeah. So really happy about that. And I used today also the e.l.f. Flawless Brightening Concealer, and it did a nice job. I'm not one of those people who likes to like really super brighten their under eyes. I like more of a natural kind of look. Let me try to center my light so you can kind of see maybe, but yeah, I don't really like to over highlight or lighten, or so this is just like the right amount of coverage to brighten a little bit, so I like that. Just gonna adjust a little bit. I need to get better lighting. This is not gonna work for the winter. And the last thing that I tried that was new to me, that I really enjoyed was, and I have never used this product, and I think I've gotten it as a sample so many times and I just keep giving it away. But I said, finally, you know what? I'm gonna give it a shot. And it's the Lancome. This is the, oh God, what is this called? The Seal Booster XL. It's basically the primer for your lashes before you put on your mascara. So you coat your lashes once, it kind of has a milky white color. You wait for it to dry a little, and then you put on your mascara. And so I did it to one eye, not the other, and I can really tell the difference. it made my eyelashes much more thick. So I have extremely long lashes, but I don't have the thickness. And this gave them the thickness. And then I applied the Nabla Major Pleasures, which I don't like. I am 100% sure I don't like this now. Today was the day that I determined this, because as nice as it coated this eyelash, and sure, but it's also now gotten to a point, which is weird because it's only like a month old. It's really thick. It's gummy. It's gummy. There's no other word for it. It's just a gummy, gloopy gummy mascara. I don't know if I got a bad batch. I don't know if maybe it's too cold in my bedroom, and I should just sort of warm it up. Maybe I'll do that. Maybe tomorrow I'll try this again, and I will do the trick of like putting your mascara under your armpit, because it can get quite chilly in my bedroom, and which I like to preserve my makeup, but I just realized that something like a mascara, it can change the texture of it. So maybe I will try the warming technique and see if, because it just suddenly got gloopy. So it might be the weather. Might be the weather. I'm not going to blame the product just yet. Your life has been saved because of Logic. Damn Logic. Logic is good. So now that I have talked a lot about everything else except lips, now I'm talking about the lips. And so the whole look, this whole monochromatic kind of pinky peach look, was really because I was going to be wearing the Revlon Shine Lipstick in, what color is this? No, that's not it. In Dewy Peach, this one here. So it's the kind that come in this type of container, and which I think the packaging is really elegant. Though it's a pain in the neck to get all the glue off of the outside, so it takes a while. And then this is the color here, and it's just this beautiful warm peachy pink color, and I love it. I love it. This is a really easy to wear product. It makes your lips feel hydrated. It's a step up from like a hydrating balm. So it's almost somewhere in between a hydrating tinted balm and a lipstick. It's hovering somewhere in the middle there. It's really juicy on the lips, but not overly shiny. There's lots of like oils. You can just tell the smell is not obnoxious. Some of Revlon's, it's just a slight scent. Some of Revlon's products are, to me, quite obnoxious. But this one is actually really, really nice. And I compare this formula, it's almost identical to two in my mind. One is the L'Oreal Shine formula. So I have a couple of those. And those are the ones that come in this. Not the plumping formula, because that has a whole other story to it. But this is just the original L'Oreal Shine. These here. These came first, and then Revlon came out with theirs, and I'm gonna have to say they are the same product. So if you like colors here or here, it's basically the same product. I will say though, this one seems to have a bit more of an oily slip to it. Even when you put it on, just by the act of putting it on, you warm up, just with your own temperature of your lips, you warm it up so much that it gets really like kind of like this oil residue on top. That settles down a bit, but there does seem to be quite a lot of something in here, some buttery agents. And I don't know if it's about stability, because I do feel like L'Oreal's are just as hydrating when they're on the lips, but I think they're a little more stable because you don't get that sort of oily sheen to the top. It's a minor thing, but I just wanted to point it out. I have a few shades in it. Why don't I swatch them all? And then I'll tell you about some other elements to what makes it special. So sorry, I realized I did not give you a proper look-see. So this is Dewy Peach. And so you see in the bullet, it is slightly brighter than how it shows up on lips. So that's Dewy Peach. And I'd say the wear time on this, I've had to reapply about every 3 hours. And the first 2 applications of it, because I've actually been wearing it longer than I've been wearing just my regular makeup. So I've been wearing it since this morning. I would say that how can I explain this? The first couple of times you apply it, you can just reapply it right onto your lips with whatever level is still there. It has a really nice natural wear down, so it doesn't look patchy or anything as it wears down. It has a nice even wear down. What I will say is by the 3rd or 4th application as time lapse, it might be best to wipe off everything off your lips and then do a fresh application, because little kind of product starts to pill up. Your skin maybe around your lips starts to ball a little bit sometimes. I mean, maybe it depends on how recently you exfoliated, and it can transfer both to the actual lipstick itself, so the lipstick starts to get some texture and grit, or you just start to move it around and then you're going to give yourself a little bit of patchiness. So just an observation, I think after a few of reapplications of this, it requires a full removal and a reapplication if you want it to look really, really nice, really, really crisp. So I just want to put it out there. But anyway, this is Dewy Peach. This is probably my most favorite peach lipstick in my whole collection. So that's saying a lot, because you know, I got a lot of lipsticks. So Dewy Peach. So this one here is, oh shoot, I had the name in my mind. Now I Glossed Up Rose. So this is a really pretty dusty, warm rose. Very, very nice. I will also just, another tip, don't kind of bring this up too high up and apply your lipstick. It is a very soft lipstick. It's kind of a little melty. So I would just probably as little as you can and apply it like that. I mean, I've never been the kind of girl that like applies lipstick, like taking it all out and like they do in movies or in ads. I don't understand that. I've never done that. But yeah, in this case, if you did that, I'm pretty sure the lipstick would snap off. But I just wanted to mention that, and I will just compare again. You see, there's a much darker color in the bullet than what's on the lips, but it's very pretty. So Glossed Up Rose is that one. Is a really pretty kind of brownie nude color. Very, very, very pale brownie nude color. So this one I would almost like not even think, it's almost like a non-color to me. It's just slightly tinting my lips, but it's kind of giving it a very nudie look. I think this would pair up with some really nice eye looks. And so this is called Sparkling Honey. And that's this one here. You see, the lip product has a lot of sheerness to it. And I just love that about them. And I'll also swatch these on my hand when I apply the next one. Okay, so that was Sparkling Honey. So I think I wanted to end with one of my favorite colors, and it was the color actually, and I think I have a little bit of cat hair because cats. So this is Cherries in the Snow, and this was the color that got me from day one. I had a color, there's always a story, but I had a color with Stila. Stila had these lip glazing products. It was like a click pen, sort of like these type of concealers, but oh no, not this one. This e.l.f. concealer. So it was like a clicky pen, but it was totally sheer. I think they were called like lip glazes or something. I don't know. They were amazing. Why did Stila get rid of them? I don't know, but there was a color called Fruit Punch. And I loved Fruit Punch. It just, I think I must have gone through 3 of them. So you would like click the product and the little brush tip and you put it on. It was a really pretty, fun, bright gloss. And I just feel like this is doing that for me. I really, really love Cherries in the Snow. It's a really wearable, glossy color in a deeper color without being too fussy. So I will say that the L'Oreal Shine Lipsticks, there are some deeper colors there, but they're fussy. They're a little harder to manage. At least I can tell you with this color in particular, I can just put it on and it's just a real pretty like magenta gloss, and it actually goes really nice with my scarf. I didn't plan that. So here are the swatches for all the colors. This is the Dewy Peach, Glossed Up Rose, Cherries in the Snow, and Sparkling Honey. So you could see that. Those are the shades. And it's just a really, really great drugstore or really any formula. And actually in discovering how awesome these Revlon lip shines are and how awesome the L'Oreal shines are, it's what allowed me to part with some very old lipsticks, Shine lipsticks from YSL. I used to be a crazy YSL person. And I didn't understand why my lipsticks would like never expire with YSL. Now I realize there's a reason they put so much fragrance in their lip products. So you can't smell when they turn. I don't know if that's true, but that's my theory. And I just started to realize that my lips were reacting to fragrance in those very expensive lipsticks. So, you know, granted, I had them past their prime, but what I had always loved about the Shine lipsticks from YSL was this type of formula, this really pretty, even pigmentation, non-fussy, so no lip liner required, nothing. Also just, there was a luxurious kind of feel to them. They felt hydrating. And well, of course, YSL will always beat out anyone's packaging. So I'm not even going to talk about that. But I got to say, these are pretty elegant, both of them. Both the Shine from L'Oreal as well as Revlon's. I feel like they're really pretty packaging. I really appreciate the color coding on the bottom, which is great for storage and for finding the shade you want. And yeah, I think they're fantastic. So, and I mean, I always look for a sale on them, and they're just awesome. They're awesome. So Cherries in the Snow. Maybe I should go play in the snow while wearing Cherries in the Snow. But then no one's going to see me because I'm going to be wearing a mask. That's sad. Okay. Well, I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope you join me tomorrow for day 17. And yeah, we're going to talk soon. Okay, take care. Bye.